peace and harmony. Hope everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living and loving life in the heart frequency, going with our own personal flows. So I just want to talk right quick about I was just catching a vibe lately, with over the last couple of days, and very strongly last night, just about how we're kind of dealing with this Venus retrograde type energy in the air, and it just kind of made me kind of feel and kind of think about just green crystals in general. So at this time, it would be very beneficial to work with any green or heart chakra type crystals. I was catching a lot mostly green, but pink crystals could work as well. So I feel like some of the most beneficial ones would be green aventurine. Dealing with that healing of the heart, as well as protecting the heart from not giving too much, but also attracting the abundance, the things that you truly desire, the vibrations that really match your frequency, match your vibration, things that are similar to you, but also bring a different perspective, a different outlook. So green aventurine would be a beautiful one to work with at this time, as well as peridot. Peridot deals with a very similar energy as green aventurine, except for it has a little bit more of a willpower type vibe, because it does deal with the heart and a little bit of the solar plexus at the same time. So that's a very beneficial one to work with as well. And that one, anytime you put peridot with any other type of crystal, it's kind of like a amplifier. So it's definitely going to stimulate the heart chakra, your true desires, protect your heart, and attract the things, the abundance, the prosperity, the people, places, and things into your life. But it's also going to use that your solar energy, your solar plexus type energy, to amplify any of the crystal pair that's done with. So that's a great one to pair with another green crystal, or just any other crystal in general, most definitely. And let's see, another good one would be serpentine or serpentine jade, or any type of jade in general too. Dealing with the heart chakra, dealing with the heart orb, dealing with your just your balance of emotion, your balance of expansion and contraction between each emotion. And also just kind of brings in a lot of healing and a lot of desire and a lot of the little internal perspectives and external perspectives on what is in balance and what is out of balance at the same time. And also just a crystal that brings harmonious fluctuations, that brings everything else into harmony, because you can see everything from the heart's perspective. Similar to star ruby. Star ruby is not exactly a green crystal, but it does work with the heart orb, the heart chakra energy. So that's also a good one just to shout out, throw up in the mix as well, because that's a beautiful crystal to work with. But going back to serpentine or serpentine jade or jade, that's a very good one for protection too. Very strong protective energy, and it helps stimulate movement. Like for instance, that one's a good one to pair with tiger's eye, because it's good for stimulating that creative fire, that kundalini type energy. Bringing it up to the crown, and then from the crown back down to the root. Stimulating that energy, stimulating that insight, developing the intuition as well. And it's also just a great one to connect with nature, both your true nature, your true essence, and as well as connecting with the ancestors, as well as the nature spirits that might bring you some insight as far as the physical realm, if that's something that you maybe need more balance working with, or even just to build a stronger foundation as well. Because a lot of serpentine, I've noticed, at least a couple pieces that I have a little bit of hematite clusters within them. And I do have it with me. I don't want to take. I'm just trying to do a quick video. I'm not trying to get into the bag and bring all these things out at once. But I think for the most part, most people definitely know what green aventurine looks like, peridot, serpentine, jade. They're all a different hue of green or green yellow. Which I actually get into that a little bit too. Serpentine kind of deals with that greenish yellow hue, much so like these leaves right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. Looks actually very much so like these leaves. That kind of made me think of it as well too, how the fall season is here and everything is kind of changing. It's kind of, in a sense, it's not exactly dying or transitioning, but that's kind of somewhat of an appropriate word to use because it's transitioning onto the next cycle, going into the the dark, the unseen, developing a new perspective, a new stimulus to further the growth and development of its spiritual journey. As above, so below, as it reflects into our life as well. But yeah, just a couple things there. There's many other green crystals to mention, but those are the ones that are just kind of jumping out right now, the ones that I was just catching a vibe on. As well as I think I'm just gonna leave it at that actually. But yeah, peace, and harmony. Hope everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living and loving life in that heart frequency, going with our own personal flows, just growing and flowing each day. Living life in that high heart frequency, keeping it truthful, keeping it real, keeping it infinity always. Peace.